What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. This is Sean. It's Friday evening, just after 6 o'clock on January 15th, 2021. I just finished up a really great money seminar as part of my business group, and we were reading something together, and I thought I'd share a little takeaway that I had from the seminar, and I think you'll get something out of it, and then we'll talk about it for a couple of minutes. This was from a book called A Happy Pocket Full of Money by David Cameron Gicandi. I'll show you this right here, if you can see it. A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And just one of the paragraphs that we went through, I thought you might enjoy. Where did it go? Here we go. In such a state, you can be an author of your own dreams, painting your perfect life and living in it during your dream time. Remember that the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between real and imagined experiences, and dreams can be the best form of visualization. This skill is called lucid dreaming, and there are several books that can teach you this skill. What I wanted to hone in on there was that portion where it says, remember that the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is what I discussed previously when I watched one YouTuber in particular. It was a female, and she paid off over $200,000 in student loans. And she had a 5-year plan, and she did it in 2 years. And I watched the video of her after she made her final payment, and she was in tears. And I immediately was like, I was struck with so much emotion. I started to well up. I was crying. I'm sitting here in my office, right here in this chair, just watching this going, wow. And reading that passage, it brought me back to that moment and that experience, because part of the experience is I'm taking in reality, watching the video, and I'm putting myself in that experience, in that role. I'm living her experience through my brain, through my image of myself. And I know in that moment, I'm reprogramming my subconscious mind, because I can suddenly now see what it looks like to pay off and make that final student loan payment. And I got that feeling, and immediately my lips started to quiver, my eyes welled up, and I felt it fully and experienced it fully. I imagined, I dreamed of the satisfaction in that moment. And then I read this tonight, and our coach shares this with us as part of our topic in the seminar, which was a 3-hour seminar just on money and wealth and affluence and all of the things that go along with it. So that brings us to the central theme and point of this channel, which is paying off our student loans, which can seem like a daunting, painful, almost impossible journey. And remembering that the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between real and imagined experiences, and dreams can be the best form of visualization. Closing your eyes, dreaming of making those payments and how good it'll feel, connecting with the end result, starts to draw you and pull you towards that ultimate vision of what you're going for. It starts to manifest it and create it. It starts to put your mind and your actions into a congruent set of behaviors that moves you towards that end result, which is to crush those student loans. And I can only share from the standpoint of where I've come from and where I've been. And I can tell you that I spent 10 years, the last 10 plus years, focusing on how miserable these student loans were and how impossible they were to pay off and how trapped I was and what a ball and chain they are and how my life is controlled and owned and ruined because of these student loans. And in those thoughts, in those years, I was right. And my results matched my thoughts. I got exactly the picture of what I was asking for. I created that shackle. I created that prison of a life where those loans were my excuse for everything. They're my excuse for why I can't go on vacation, why I can't buy the nicer car, why I rarely go visit my family, why I don't own a home, why this, that, and the other. And the student loans are the reason for all of those in that story. So beginning to make these payments and starting to believe and envision that it's possible has started to form and change the neural pathways in my brain. And I can now see life on the other side. I can taste it. I can feel it. I know it's possible. And I never felt that before. And it's because I didn't intention it. I didn't focus on it. And when you look at how much I've moved the balance already in a short period of time, what that has ultimately done is it's created momentum. It's that snowball effect of it's gathering speed, it's gathering mass, it's gathering energy, it's getting more and more and more massive. And suddenly other things just aren't important anymore. I'm finding ways to make more money, spend less money, because that picture, that end in mind, I've dreamed it. And now my body and my brain and my mind are doing everything to tell me what I have to do in order to get there. So it looks completely different, and my behaviors are different. My thoughts are different than they were even a year ago, even 6 months ago. So that translates directly to probably what you're going through too. If you're on this channel, maybe you're already paying loans off. Maybe you're considering taking on a loan. Maybe you're already staring down a massive pile of student loan debt and you seriously just don't know what to do. And take those words into consideration and put some serious thought into the visualization, the dreaming process of seeing yourself as the type of person who makes those payments, who makes that final payment. See that person, be that person. I think for the longest time, I was unconsciously imagining myself as the person who was going to luck out and student loan forgiveness was going to come along and save me, or some president or politician was going to enact something that was going to make this more fair. And finally, I just realized the big secret, one of my favorite new slogans: nobody is coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. Only you can save you. And I had that realization, and it was painful. And then I realized, holy, you know what? There's only one way to get through this. I got to do this. So that's what we're doing. It's Friday night. It's after 6. I've been here since 6 a.m. That's a 12-hour day. I was here till 8:30 last night, 12, 13-hour day yesterday, basically every day this week. There's no work-life balance. It's work, work, work right now because I want this more than anything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go make a payment, right? Because that's ultimately why we're here. You're here for some motivation. You're here for some guidance. I'm going to share lessons as they come along. This one today, I thought I could read you this whole passage. You probably don't want to go through all that tonight. If you do, comment below. I'll read the whole thing. However, I thought I'd share one of the nuggets that was relevant. I'll reread this, and if there's other things to discuss, we'll get to that in another video. But let's get to making a payment right now and move the needle, folks. Okay, we're in my Navient account. Here's what we paid this week. We made payments 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. $515 on Monday, $200, $250. So what's that? 715, 815, 915, 965. What's that? $1,005. So what do we need to do? If we wanted to get to the next level here, I'd need to pay $60. But we know we have $90 coming out Saturday and Sunday, $45 each day for interest allocation. So the minimum payment to really make here to move this thing down is going to be $125, right? And where are we going here? 628.89. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cover that, and we're going to cover the weekend, and we're going to make a solid payment tonight. I had a good day today at work. We're going to make a solid payment of $150. So that's going to move us 10,628 minus 150, $10,478. So look, we're just rapidly moving through the 10,000s. And I've got some big moves coming here when I've got a lot of payments that are outstanding that are going to be coming in that I'm waiting for. And we're going to make moves. 273, 755. That's where we are right now. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to add $90 to the balance. That's 273, 845. Minus 150 is 273, 695. And then watch this. $45 coming on Monday. We're basically a net $15 difference. So we have to make a good payment on Monday just to keep this thing from going back up. Now, sure, we're going to see student loan number 3 drop, but in order, you see how intense this is? In order to see this number continue to move south, look at the payments we have to make. That's what it takes, guys. We can't, maybe we can't do it all the time, but we're going to do it as often as we possibly can. So there, I made the payment. The week is done. My stats are done. Everything's done. Now it's time for the weekend. Let's get back here. Thank you guys for sticking around tonight. It was a pleasure to share these lessons from my wealth seminar and talk a bit about money. We're going to spend more time doing that. And let's go from there. I hope if this video finds you, that you get started, that you watch some of my other videos, that you'll like and subscribe to my channel, and that you'll continue to support me and allow me to support you in any way possible as you chase your own dreams, as you try to pay off, as you attempt or focus on paying down your own debts, getting out of debt, becoming debt free, and moving towards the ultimate goal, which is a life of wealth, which really is options, financial options, because no one owns you. And in my life, basically the student loan company is the last obstacle there. I don't own a home. My car is essentially nothing. I will eventually buy a home, but right now the paying off these student loans means more than anything, because it's not unlike a home or a vehicle. I can't turn around and resell my education. So this education needs to be paid for so that I can fully absorb the value that it's provided me and not find resentment in it any longer. That, I think, for the longest time, I found resentment in it and regretted doing it. And it's a terrible place to operate from, especially when you're trying to help people. So tell me what your experiences are. Like, where are you? Leave some comments. I'd like to get to know some of the viewers here. And again, have a great night, a good weekend. I'll check in. Take care.